One of the things that I really enjoy about my participation with Anything Story is that you see representation across. You see representation of survivors, and you see representation of what a small nonprofit can do for people with less resources. They can achieve so much.
Shift from storytelling to expertise. Survivors are subject matter experts and not just storytellers. Investing in subject matter experts with lived experience leads to systems and policy impact. Ethical engagement includes professional development and fair compensation. Since 2019, subject matter experts with lived experience have consulted on projects shaping programs and systems. In 2022, this work evolved into a monthly survival advisory group.
I've been with Anything Story since 2019 as a subject matter expert with lived experience. So over the years, I had the opportunity to consult in a variety of projects and contribute to develop trainings such as the engaging subject matter expert with lived experience, just for agencies, and also create trainings for survivors and for SMEs. We have created a professionalism, which is on how to become a professional as a subject matter expert with lived experience.
Being able to work alongside Bukola and be able to serve under her leadership, as well as the guidance of other subject matter experts in our advisory group, has been fundamental to the work I do. Working with the Innocent Story, we've been able to help pass legislation regarding labor trafficking, particularly when it comes to youth, and that has opened up a whole new door of trainings and education and collaborative opportunities for us working with systems professionals on, what is labor trafficking, how can, particularly forced criminality, and how can we prevent it and respond better as systems.
One of the honorable mentioning is the bill that we work on as a group under Anything Story that won $500,000 for the state of Minnesota to work on labor trafficking and labor exploitation, providing services to victims in Minnesota. And this is a historical event because this has never been done before, especially for those who have survived labor trafficking. So to have contributed and participated, playing a very small part of that is something that I am proud of. I'm proud of the team Anything Story who made this possible, engaging survivors in this work. There was a group of us who contributed to this. And so to see that come to fruition give us hope that when you have survivors who create seats for other survivors at the table, good things can happen. And this bill is an example of that. Another mentioning for me personally is working on the protocol for the state of Minnesota again, where I was able to travel to Minnesota to train law enforcement on trauma-informed practices, in addition to vicarious trauma for law enforcement. And just to see the support around that was really empowering.
I will not tell that I know Honorable Bukola since 2019, but I will say that I know her since my childhood days. She has played a very big role in my life. I don't say it in words, it's in action. That she helped me to write my own book, Frog in a Well. And that is what makes the difference of Anytime Story of subject matter experts. They believe in practicing, not in preaching. Honorable Bukola, Anytime Story, they believe in empowering survivors to thrive. And they believe in freedom. They believe in bringing a smile. They believe in empowering them financially. She used to always tell me, Harold, do not speak for free. I didn't know the culture. I didn't know how to operate my non-profit organization, the financial bookkeeping. I learned a lot. I'm still learning.
To expand access, the Anything Story launched the SME consulting training in 2024 through OVC funding administered by the Minnesota Department of Health.
Como lo que yo viví, como una mala experiencia, como un momento mal vivido, lo puedo transformar en ayudar a otras personas, cómo lo puedo ver desde otra perspectiva, no negativa, sino positiva, y pudiendo impactar vidas de otras personas, pudiendo contarles desde mi experiencia, pudiendo tener esa empatía para poder compartir con otros, cómo eso que viví puede ayudar a otras personas a salir donde nos parece imposible salir. Eh, Haber tomado este entrenamiento, haber tomado este curso, para mí fue muy importante porque me hizo ver otra perspectiva de mi experiencia, me hizo valorarme aún más y saber que todo lo que viví puede ser de ayuda para otras personas. Así que estoy muy agradecida por haber realizado conmigo este entrenamiento, y saber que de esto también puedo de cierta manera ayudar y ayudarme económicamente. A mí, saber cuándo decir no quiero hablar de este tema, saber que tengo derechos y deberes, saber como un poco más sobre todo, tener como un aspecto más amplio, porque a veces yo pensaba que si hablaba de mi experiencia, me tenía que sentir obligada a decirlo todo o a responder preguntas que de pronto fueran incómodas en su momento. Y después de saber todo, mis deberes, mis derechos, a lo que puedo decir no, y no me tengo por qué sentir mal o obligada a responder algo que de pronto para mí en ese momento cause dolor, y a siempre respetarme a mí misma, o sea, ponerme a mí misma de lo que quiera hablar, de cómo lo quiera hablar, o sea, yo soy la dueña de mi vida, de mi testimonio.
Participating in the SME consultant training with the Anyton story strengthened my ability to translate lived experience into professional consulting work. One of the biggest takeaways for me was recognizing that my lived experience is not just a story to share, but a form of professional expertise. The training helped reinforce that survivor leaders should not only be invited to speak about their experiences, but also to contribute to the strategy, insights, and solutions in the space. It increased my confidence as a subject matter expert and gave me practical tools I can use when advising organizations.
The training helped all of us realize how to turn obstacles into opportunities and how to refine our skills as communicators, collaborators, and leaders.
I took the SME consultant training, and with that, I feel like it gives SMEs the foundation that to build from what your worth is. It helps you reclaim control of your life and your worth, and like putting it forth into action. It has really helped me navigate spaces to become a stronger survivor leader and also share what I've learned with others. And also I love to share the training with everybody else because what I have, I want to give away. You know, the point is to build up other leaders.
Being someone with lived experience, these trainings changed my life in under 1 year, and I don't say that lightly. It brought me a deeper realization of who I am, who I was, and who I'm becoming. And this is my growth. It gave me insight, and it gave me my voice back, and I honor that.
Preparing subject matter experts with lived experience is only part of the solution. Systems must learn how to engage them. The Anyton story partners with organizations and state agencies to connect subject matter experts with lived experience with program and policy needs.
The Human Trafficking Prevention and Response Program at the Minnesota Department of Health has partnered with Bucola Oriola Group and the Anyton Story for many years. And we've done this in a few different ways. First of all, we have partnered on federal grants. And through those federal grants, we have worked to really build up our response to working with subject matter-led organizations and making sure that we are inclusive of working with folks who have lived experience in ways that are meaningful, that we're not just looking to have somebody's story and kind of go from there, but rather engage with each other, partner on projects, and listen to each other and understand each other's needs. And really what I've found between that federal work as well as on our state level and in private foundation grants and working on public policy and in many different areas, that ability to really have an open and honest relationship has led to excellent outcomes. It's led to new funding, it's led to new public policy. It has led to really increased survivor and subject matter expert engagement in all of our projects, and also making sure that we are really taking the time in order to engage in ways that are meaningful. I think another way that I would talk about this is that we have our strategic planning process. We've been working on this for a few years now. And really from the beginning, survivor subject matter experts have played a key role in putting together our strategic plan. They have worked closely with our consultants, they've worked closely with our staff, and are leading the way in terms of having an advisory group and making sure that the actual committees that we put together to do this work have representation in the ways that we think would be most effective to show all the work that we're doing in our state.
Thank you so much, Mn Story and the team of Bucola for providing this opportunity to us to prove us as subject matter experts.
I am forever grateful for the training as like my starting point and super excited to do more work with the Anyton Story.
Pues sí, estoy muy agradecida por este entrenamiento, por ayudarme a ver las perspectivas que puedo sacar y las formas en las que puedo sacarle algo positivo a algo que viví. Así que muchas gracias.
I just want to thank the CEO and founder of Anyton Story, Honorable Bukola Oriola, for her consistent work, her professionalism, and continuing to create seat at the table for other survivors to contribute not just their stories, right? We rarely talk about our stories, but to contribute our expertise, to contribute our knowledge, and be recognized as peers and be credited for our work and be paid for our work is something that continue to inspire me to do this work. Thank you so much for all that you and your team are continuing to do.
Being part of this work has been both, I can say, empowering and deeply meaningful to me. So thank you, the Anyton Story, for supporting and for investing in survival. Thank you so much.
What meant the most to me through this journey is that I didn't just get trained. I learned, I was reached. And in each speaker's own way, each trainer's own way, they spoke to me with depth and care and a language that connected to me that I understand. And that's rare.
But, you know, we could use the things in the world to say, we know this, we got this, and here we are. So that it's very important to me. It's very important to others. And it is the foundation that we all need. Thank you.
So for me, the Anyton Story and the work that we do as the advisory group is core to, providing excellent individualized services. It's core to being able to person-centered, survivor-centered, trauma-informed. And so I think it's not just a work opportunity. It's not just a professional opportunity. It is an opportunity to grow and to hope and to heal. So yeah, that's why I enjoy it and appreciate it.
I'm still learning. And there are many things that we can learn from Anyton Story. They invited me to Minnesota. They take care of our travels, our lodging. They pay us very lavishly. I always believe that survivors are thirsty, hungry, and starving of only three things. And Anyton Story and Honorable Bukola, they believe in that. And what we want is love, love, and love. So thank you very much. God bless you, Honorable Bukola.
So I feel very fortunate as a state employee to have an organization that we can work with that really is always there to help guide us, to partner with us, and to speak honestly to us about how we work with subject matter experts with lived experience.